Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
I grabbed the pig. Hey. I was trying.
You were reaching.
This is the piggy bank. I was trying to put my phone on. I grabbed him by the eyeballs, and I realized it wasn't
You
the
should
right
have seen
thing.
the look on your face. You're like,
I
what?
grabbed- Whoa. That's a ball, not a yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a rough morning. It's a rough week. Just a
You came in kind of
hot and bothered.
a little. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
You were warm and kind of bothered.
There you go.
I'd hate to see
Yeah.
you really hot and bothered.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all.
And
Yeah.
you know the thing is you're not busy. You really don't have much going on
I don't
here
have
in the
much
next
going
week
on.
or two, do you?
No, just getting some families resettled into new places. So yeah, it's a blessing that comes with
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if you know, but I'm not the most organized person on the planet.
No.
I'm not. I know. You've seen me come in here like a mess.
I think you're usually on top of stuff, really.
Thank you.
I do.
I appreciate
You
that.
always text me
Yeah.
if things aren't going quite right,
Yeah.
with the show and stuff. And
I've never been a no-show.
not without me knowing.
Nope.
Nope.
I've always been whoopsies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah.
Like, whoopsie, John, I can't make it in today. That's okay. Thank you for the notice.
Yeah, I try the night before though, because I don't, I know you have stuff in the morning, but sometimes it's like, what if you don't have anything, and then you get out of bed for me, and you get here, and then you're like,
Yeah. Well, I don't want to rain in your parade, but I'm not going to get out of bed just for you. Okay.
you and everybody
No, I
else.
probably would.
You and everybody else. Yes.
There we go.
Yeah. So I have waters left over from I did the Champions Club golf tournament. I sponsored a hole in one
yeah.
for 30,000. And one of my giveaways was liquid IV taped to a water, because at golf tournaments usually you forget to hydrate
Mm-hmm.
after you have a little too much. So I was giving these out because have you had the liquid IV?
No.
Oh, John, I'll leave you with one of these today.
Okay.
I won't leave you with my half drink water, but
Can I mix it with tea, or do you just put it in water?
oh, it's super good in water.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
the strawberry. Dale, have you had it?
Oh.
You're a runner.
Which brand?
Liquid IV.
No, not that one. No.
Okay, this show is not sponsored by Liquid IV also,
Okay.
so I better put that out there. And I'm not a distributor, but it's the healthy people are like, oh, there's too much sugar in it. I don't care. So I pop one of these bad boys if I've had 2 cocktails.
The
or
who
something.
say there's too much sugar in it?
The healthy people.
Oh, healthy people.
Yeah, yeah. So
Oh, them.
it's an electrolyte drink mix. So you
Yep,
pop it in one
sure.
of these, drink it, and people swear by it. So I gave it away at the golf tournament. It was quite handy.
Cool.
So,
It seems to be a bopping kind of emerging market there. I see so
Yeah.
many brands of these in the last couple of years coming
Yeah.
up here.
Yeah, and there's a lot of the healthy options, but this strawberry is delicious. I wouldn't even have to put in anything, and it's not it's good. You're gonna love it. So
Cool.
Yeah, you know what? He'll probably take it after race night, and then the next day he'll be like, oh my gosh, I just feel so good.
Yeah.
I just signed up for a race for this Saturday. For your guests on
Oh.
yesterday's show. I was like, "What race this Saturday? Sign me up."
Yeah. Okay. Wait, you're driving a car race or running a race?
Running race.
Okay. Okay. Whew. I was gonna say you just signed up for a race. Like
You
you
ever
got a
see him
car.
drive?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I'd be last by a mile. I'd be probably lapped like 20 times over.
So you can have on Saturday. You can have your liquid IV, and then John, after he has his pounders at the racetrack, can have his liquid IV.
Okay, but now I'm not at the racetrack this week, so.
Oh, or is it
but
off this
I will
week?
be drinking more pounders.
World of Outlaws this week.
Nope.
Or, I
nope,
mean,
there are a couple of weeks.
Knoxville.
No, yeah, Knoxville's this week.
week,
There is
yeah.
racing.
Yeah.
I just won't be there. I have a
okay.
fishing tournament up in Drayton this week.
I mean,
Friday and Saturday.
Choose your hobbies.
Well, I got a chance to win 10 grand in the
Okay.
in the one hobby.
Okay.
The other one, I'm guaranteed money, but not 10 grand.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
hopefully, maybe we'll do okay.
I hope you win. Thanks to your picture of catfish, we were at my parents' cabin out in western North Dakota. My son was going to jump in, and before he jumped in, he said, "Whoa, are there any catfish in here?" I was like, "No, there's no catfish in here." So
I would not worry about catfish in our waterways here. I'd be more worried about stuff like snapping turtles and things like that.
I think the tickling of the whiskers.
Oh,
was,
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he was worried about sharks and catfish now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 4-year-old problems.
Tickling.
Tickling, yeah. You don't want
If
your
all
feet
you got to
tickled.
worry about is getting tickled by a fish, it ain't all that bad.
I don't know, I don't want anything touching my feet when I'm in the
No,
lake,
I know.
right?
Especially something you cannot see.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, the creepies. So yeah,
The creepies.
We just had another
Yeah.
guest in,
Yeah.
in here a few days ago. They were asking, I know you referenced before about people being kind of mixed on whether or not if people eat catfish, but there's
Yeah.
some, I can't remember who it was a few days ago, that they're all about loving eating catfish. So
You do eat them, right?
Oh, yeah. I don't. A lot of people do. No,
Why don't
I
you?
catch them for fun.
You just don't like the flavor?
Oh, no, I love them.
Oh.
I do. But I have so much fun catching them. If I'm going to catch fish to eat, I'm going to catch walleye and
Oh, yeah.
things like that. So,
Yeah.
but I have had smoked catfish out of the red, and it was delicious. They made it up like kind of like, those crab salads you can buy.
Yeah.
Either put on crackers or bread or just tasted like that. And after we were fishing all day in about 95-degree weather with a buttload of Busch Lights in my system, that stuff was really, really
Like
good.
a mayo mix, like a salad?
Kind
type
of, yeah. Yep,
yeah.
yep.
A traditional Midwest salad if it has
There you
mayo or Jello
yeah.
or Cool Whip.
the ultimate trifecta salad.
Yep, there you go.
Yes. Okay. Well, you could. I think anything fried though, like if you do a fish fry, you throw it in
Fish
there.
fries.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. So, okay. Well, let's introduce this show. There's a lot of things flying about. A lot of fun stuff. I'll be off next week, but. This week, just a few things to touch on. So let's introduce it. This is Put a Fork in It, Grand Forks' most hilariously talked about show on the airwaves, whichever airwaves you choose to view us on. My name's Courtney Barstead Logan. I'm a realtor with Remax Grand here in the Grand Cities. You can find me on social media at Grand Cities Living. Dale's got all my digits up there. You can also rewatch us on YouTube. Go follow it and like it if you miss any beats on here. And then you can find me once in a while at 1375 South Columbia Road, Suite G here in Grand Forks, where you can find my broker, make complaints, do all those things. Once in a while, there's a cup of coffee. So that's the fun stuff. I've got a few things today since I'll be off tomorrow. So, or tomorrow, goodness, next week.
Next week, yeah.
Holy cow. Yeah, there's no breaks. By off, I mean the show's going to be off, but I'll be closing some deals with some people. So getting them into their new houses, which is always an exciting week. I always love that. But I wanted to talk today about August is the month of miracles, which is really cool. And what does that mean? And so I've talked a little bit on here before about Remax and their partnership with Children's Miracle Network. So I get asked this a lot when I list homes. People get riders on the bottom of their signs. So those are those little cute things that, have little sayings or whatnot. And my listings are Miracle Homes. And with Miracle Homes, what that means is with the sale of that home, a portion of proceeds are donated directly to Children's Miracle Network from yours truly. And that goes directly to Sanford Children's in Fargo. So it's got that little logo on it. Even some of my current sellers were like, we get questions about this on our home, which is amazing because people are talking about your home. And then, what does that mean? And so Remax has that partnership. Anybody that's a Remax agent can partner in that. And it's just what they do is have a platform, which is easy for us to log in. I can enter information super easy and do that donation. And so that's what it is. There's no matching grant or dollars or anything like that, but just a good partnership that they set up. And that's been going on since 1992. And the Remax Network, which is international, obviously, has given over $200 million to Children's Miracle Network hospitals throughout North America. So pretty cool, pretty impactful. One of the things that I love about it is it's not a requirement that we give money. There's some Remax agents that have never given, and that's maybe they choose to do other things, but it's something that Remax stands behind and sponsors. So did want to share a little bit about CMN. I like to participate in the Radiothon, which is usually in February. I know John's done that back in the day and sponsored that. That's usually a 2-day thing, and so it's wild. But my favorite part is having the families come in and share their stories. And if you don't cry during any of those stories, I don't think you have a beating heart. So
I did.
Yeah. You had
Numerous
a beating
times.
heart or cried?
Cried.
Okay. Yeah.
Would they
Yeah.
go on for like 24 hours straight or something like
It's
that?
I think
We
12
go
hours each day.
6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Live 2 days in a row, which if you've ever done a radio show, that's ridiculously long.
Yeah.
And they bring these families in and all these stories. And like you said, the majority of these stories are great. They have unbelievably happy endings when you hear what these families go through. But then every once in a while, that one comes by and it doesn't end as good.
Yeah.
And these families are still so grateful for the extended time that they got with their child. After doing that for 2 days and hearing these stories, it gets you.
You need a liquid
And
IV.
it gets you, yes.
'Cause you
And
are.
in fact, when we were done with day 2, I walked over to the bar and I sat there by myself and I just got drunk.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was wiped out.
It's heavy.
But, yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
That sounds
Yeah.
like heavy duty stories.
It's
to-
heavy stuff. Yeah. I just had to deal with a really special family up in Fordville, and the husband and wife and I talked about it. I said, "Your home's gonna be a miracle home," and so I set it up, put the stuff out there. I said, "Is it that okay?" She said, "Oh, our twins were in the hospital at Sanford Children's. Like that's really cool," and unfortunately, one of their sons passed away last year. And when they closed, she was kind of sharing their story. I had shared their story as well, and I told her, I said, I honestly think this was a God thing, because there were so many pieces that were connected with this of their time with Sanford Children's, my connection to Sanford Children's, their moving from the family home that they built for themselves and their kids' needs, and it was just it was a beautiful coming together, I guess, if you will, and probably one of my favorite stories of Sanford Children's. They are so grateful for the care, that they received and the continued care. And it was just so cool to be able to honor them on their sale, where they brought their babies home together and honor them on their sale when they left the area, to give back to Sanford Children's in their name. So just a lot of different things in our community. I always tell people during Radiothon, it's kind of our state children's hospital, if you will, because people say, donate locally. Have no fear, my friends. I donate a lot locally to whether it's Safe Kids or youth sports, things like that, United Way. But I know that this is a hospital that our friends and neighbors in Grand Forks and our surrounding communities have utilized. And I hope that none of our families have to use them. If you haven't had to use Sanford Children's, I hope you never have to use that hospital. But if you do, you're going to get the best care. It's also important to note our hospital here in Grand Forks, all the hospitals around here, they do refer there. And so it's really cool because there is that partnership to say, this might not be something that we can accommodate here, but we can take you to Fargo. That's a 70-mile trip versus saying we're flying them to the Twin Cities or wherever it might be because they have such great care down there. So some of the things that happen when we donate money is, they can buy them different things to alleviate the care. So they are buying different gaming systems, for example, in their hospital rooms. They're providing them with different things. Maybe it's like an art kit, so they can do that in between times. Food for the families. I think people forget that big stretch. If you've ever been to the hospital down there, there's an entire suite there for the families, so they can go in and either like make dinner or have dinner. So maybe it's gas cards, maybe it's food, whatever it looks like. The money goes and they get to use that as they see fit.
We were lucky with Hillary Mork, with Children's Miracle Network. We got to go see the hospital and get a tour before it even opened up. And what they do for kids is incredible. And when you talk about the money, everything from equipment, the new technology, the top of the line stuff, to games and things like that. They want to make these kids feel like they're at home because some of these kids are in the hospital for an awfully long time, and they try to make it as just normal to being home as possible, even though that's impossible, but they do such a good job. And Children's Miracle Network, every single bit of it goes to the kids. So it's really a cool deal.
Yeah.
I can second that. I knew some people that, or one person that went to Children's Miracle Network for reference, or had to go there for care, and it's exactly like you said, Courtney. They help them out a lot, and I participated in a past Children's Miracle Network fundraiser for a few years for this one old annual thing there called Extra Life, and to help for like video games and entertainment for the
Yes.
kids. They do such an awesome job at just getting those kids just to have that escape and
Yeah.
just make feel like home. Exactly like you said. They're fantastic.
Yeah, something to do, and it's a whole family thing. I think, you know, people think through because you also, I always think it's cool. They also have the siblings that come in and they can celebrate birthday parties in there and things because life doesn't stop when these kids are in the hospital. And so there's birthday parties, there's kids that are there over Christmas, you know, over the holidays, and different needs. And so, so just different things, anything that, you know, any dollar that they get is going to go, you know, an extra mile. So, so it's something that I'm super passionate about with any of my buyers or sellers. So sellers are going to get that on. They're going to be a miracle home when they sell their house, which is awesome and special. And I love highlighting that for them. And then any buyer that buys with me, I donate a portion, of that commission, those proceeds to CMN for them in their name, if you will. And so just something that I absolutely love. Just a few tidbits, because I think sometimes we get in our own bubble and forget what is actually going on. So 62 children are treated every minute at a CMN hospital, 10 million kids every year, and there's 32 million patient visits annually. So that's a lot of kids that are directly affected, as well as their families. And that can be anything from a small, hey, we're going in for, you know, something small to something major, where they're in there for, you know, it could be up to a year where they're in there. We've got NICU babies where families are down there and they've had to, there's a gal on the show this last year, her child was in the hospital. She was back home and it was about an hour and a half away, and they had to be able to work and they still had other kids at home. And so to be able to travel back and forth, because not every family can take off of work and be there all the time. So they're trusting the doctors, the nurses, the care staff at the hospital with their child, with their newborn, you know, while they're an hour and a half away, you know, working. And that's a struggle that many parents have to have. Yeah.
Look at that. That is, you probably can't see that, but that is a bottle of pop. And that is a NICU diaper
yes.
next
I
to
should
it.
have brought that. I should have brought the
It
little
is-
micro preemie diaper.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, for these NICU kids.
Yeah. Less
boy.
than a pound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely crazy. And they get them up to a good weight and be able to send them home and provide that that back for families. So just something special. It's just a special part of, I would say, even if I wasn't with Remax, just something that I would, you know, love to give back to, just because, you know, what a great organization. And like I said, hopefully you never have to use them, but if you do, it's nice to know that 70 miles to the south, we've got a hospital that is a Children's Miracle Network hospital. And not every hospital is, so they align with certain hospitals, and it's a special program. So very cool. Hillary Mork, like you mentioned, a dear friend of mine. We worked together before my real estate days, and she is just amazing. Quite the gal. We should have her. We'll have her on the show sometime.
I'd love to.
We'll
I'm going
sneak
to
her up
reach out to
here.
her.
Yes, get her up here. We'll do a few different ones, but just being able to share the impact. She's a development director, for Sanford Hospital, but specifically the CMN person. So just a really cool job, by the way. Like how fun to be able to.
The Sanford one that in Fargo, is that the only one in North Dakota, or like
Yeah.
this, or just this half of the state?
Only
or
one in
so?
North
Only one.
Dakota.
Yeah. Yep. So so like they'll have the children's things, but only CMN hospital. And we'd have to have her on here to ask.
Nope.
Is
It
there, like,
covers
one
North
per
Dakota,
state?
part of Minnesota, and South Dakota or something, and I don't know, but it covers a lot.
Yeah, like, and I don't remember how she's told me at one point, like how certain hospitals are chosen as CMN hospitals, and so it's cool because, you know, nationally you'll see stuff. So like, I don't know about you guys, but I donated by buying a lot of Dairy Queen on Miracle Treat Day.
Oh yes, for sure.
Yeah. So every dollar of a Blizzard goes to them. So I ordered myself a few. But different ways to give back. So so that is the month of miracles. If you have questions, let me know. I'd love to list your home and list it as a miracle home. Or donate on your behalf. It's super fun and exciting, and we can do all kinds of things with that. And then next, I have to get my dates right because because Mom's brain's a mess here. Allow me just check and see. Hold one hot second. I think it is next Wednesday. Okay, let me pull up my flyer. Okay, yeah, I know.
Sorry.
Okay, next
that.
Wednesday. What about the drum roll now?
All I
you got
have
it.
is
Ba-dum.
that.
Okay, there we go.
I don't have
It
a
works
drum
as
roll.
well. Okay, so we are having next Wednesday. I haven't even put it online yet, but August 16th from noon to 2, I'm going to have the Free Shaved Ice event at American Federal Bank. So huge thank you to American Federal Bank for letting me use some of their real estate, their lawn there, to host this. I am sponsoring 2 hours of free shaved ice from my friends at Cool Creations Shaved Ice. So come out and get that. And I'll be taking donations for United Way backpack program. So we've had Heather Novak on the show before from United Way. This is huge because it covers a lot of the areas around the Grand Cities. So it's smaller, some of the smaller communities. I know they cover East Grand Forks. And I should have had all my info, but backpack program. So they need things for kids to take home on the weekends. So this is for families that might need a little extra food and supplies on the weekends. Kids get hopefully the food at school, lunches. Let's not do a show on school lunches. That would get me going. Then I'd be hot and bothered. But we would need to just collect things such as like Easy Mac, easy hygiene products we'd be collecting. Any type of food item. Think of things that are easy for kids to make or prepare. So say mom and dad are working, Easy Mac is easy to make. Some of the canned products, I don't know, my kid loves some SpaghettiOs and some ravioli. So the easy pullback tops on those, things that kids don't have to use, the can openers for, applesauce packets, peanut-free things, if you will. So this, I will get this on Facebook here today, hopefully, and get an invite out to people, but it's going to be Wednesday, August 16th from noon to 2. So come out, maybe have lunch with some shaved ice. Again, free on me, just a little kick off to the school year. And then if you do have it in your heart or your closet or your pantry or anything like that, drop off some fruit snacks or whatnot. So that's going to be at American Federal Bank, which is 2551 South Columbia Road, just by JL Beers, if you're familiar with that area.
Never been there before.
Never been there.
Everything stopped for me after you said beers.
Beers.
And womp, 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 beers.
JL
Womp, womp, womp.
Beers.
Yep,
See?
yep.
So John was like, I don't know where that thing's going to be at. And then I said JL Beers. So
Yeah,
it's at
then I
noon.
lit up.
You could go over, you could have shaved ice and go to JL Beers, or you could go to JL Beers and come have dessert at Shaved Ice.
Oh,
So,
or
whatever you want.
go there, then go back.
Oh, you could have a little like break.
Sure.
Yep. I'll put some like electrolytes in your shaved ice. but
Okay, I was thinking maybe beer and shaved ice.
A beer ice.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell
We'll call it Bice.
Bice.
Hey.
That's a good one. See? Yep.
We're onto something there, sister.
That's a good one. I came up with, maybe I wasn't the first one to come up with this, but I came up with boat. You know how there's goat, the greatest of all time? But I was like, I came up with boat, best of all time, right? So that was boat. But we could probably have the kids do the ice for you, and then you could bring it back to JL Beers, put your little, bush latte on there. So, but mad plug for my friends at Cool Creation. So if you remember, they were on the show last year after they got booted out of the mall. That was a show in itself. Remember that?
Yeah.
See, Dale's having some flashbacks. So they actually have a trailer now, which is super cool. Trying to get them to come to UND soccer games and hang out in the parking lot too. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. But they will be there with their trailer. And brewing up the shaved ice. They do such an amazing job. So small little plug for them. If you want them for your event, you can have them come to your event. You can sponsor it and have it for free to your guests, or you can just have them at your event if you want to book them to come over. So they will be there. We'll be collecting some stuff, and we'll be ready to kick off the school year. So I will have that online. Invite your friends, your family, and anyone that likes iced products. So, and if you don't want to, just come by and say hi. It's going to be a great day.
I got the details in the chat too there.
You do? Awesome. I don't even have them online, so I don't know. Where'd you find them?
Or no, for the food, for the
Oh, thanks. I was like, who put that out there? You know.
Cool Creations, right?
Cool Creations, yeah. I had a like mystery feeling that maybe I did it in my sleep because I had this idea to do it. But so exciting stuff. Please come out and support and enjoy. I will hopefully cool with a K. You got them? Yeah, Cool Creations. They are with Balloons by Misty. They started doing like tattoos and all kinds of stuff and cotton candy and all the jazz. So. But in 2 weeks, I hope to be back with UND Soccer, hoping to get some of the ladies on there. They kick off today at 1 p.m. at Bronson Field on the UND campus. So if you want to do something over lunch today, come and check them out. They take on Jamestown College, Bubba Schweigert's alma mater. So you can come check them out, see them on the pitch, and hopefully I can have them on here in 2 weeks to talk about their upcoming season. So with all that said,
Wow.
all the things today.
You talked a lot today.
I did.
It's hard when you don't have a guest with you, isn't it?
No, I got you guys.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
let's face it, you're a good talker.
Well,
Oh,
got a lot to say. So it's the only time anyone listens.
I think it went really well.
Thanks. So all the things, Month of Miracles, free shaved ice, and kicking off. So want to see you in a few weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, UND will be kicking off.
Unless I see you on that Thursday for the shaved ice.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, Wednesday. Today's
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
What day is it? We don't even know. Yeah.
Saturday?
I don't even know. Yeah. Okay. And good luck this weekend. I hope you win $10,000.
Thank you.
I want to let you guys know also, if I do win the 1.1 billion, I will still be on this show.
Oh,
I'm not giving up.
Okay, I was gonna say if I won the 10 grand, I'd buy shaved ice for everybody there.
Okay.
All right.
Well, it's already free, so.
Oh, then I'll buy double.
Oh, yeah, doubles. John's
right.
doing doubles. Awesome. Okay. Well, make it a great week and make sure with everything that you do, you put a fork in it.